Once upon a time, there was a beautiful kingdom called Shamsabad, where Princess Hina Mehak lived. Hina Mehak was very sweet, but she had a strange habit. She would get frightened by even the slightest sound. If the wind blew a little, she would exclaim, "Oh God, someone pulled my scarf!" If a leaf fell from a tree, she would immediately exclaim, "Who is it? I know someone is watching." But her heart was so soft that flowers would lean towards her, birds would sit near her window and sing. A blue, peaceful, yet mysterious sea flowed along the shores of the kingdom. Captain Shuaig-ul-Hassan protected this sea, the Sultanate's bravest captain. His sword swung like lightning, and his voice could rally an entire army. One evening, something happened that shook the entire Sultanate. Every night in Shamsabad, a blue light shone like gentle waves over the ocean. The quiet, utterly silent, but that night the light suddenly erupted, touching the sky. The blue ocean seemed deep, terrifying, and roaring. The palace roofs trembled. The lamps in the market went out. People rushed out of their homes in panic. And the first to scream, you guessed it right, it was Princess Hina Mehak's. She hurried to the palace balcony, her bangles clinking, and gathering her clothes, she cried, "Oh God, why is this light so long? It seems the ocean and the sky have started a fight." Then there was a loud rumbling in the sky. Hina immediately closed her eyes. "Oh God, what is happening? Has someone overturned the palace utensils? The sound is as if Baburji had fired 10 vessels." "No, Princess Sahiba, Baburji did nothing. This is the light of the ocean, which has become so amazing after centuries." "So amazing, but why? What is it? Does this light want something from us?" And then Captain Shoaib al-Hassan enters. The palace's large doors opened with a bang. A strong gust of wind blew in. Torches swayed, and Captain Shoaib appeared in a cloud of smoke like blue. His sword shone in the moonlight. His sword shone with a blue glow, and his voice, the same voice that could bring an entire army into order, echoed. Everyone retreated. This light brought people running to stand behind him. Even the crying children stopped sobbing. The anxiety in Emperor Suleiman al-Rashid's eyes, the strength in his voice. What is this commotion? What is spreading such fear in the kingdom? And why is this light so bright? Hina ran to her father's side. She took his hand and said, "Abba John, this blue light is scaring me." The king hugged her. "Don't touch her. Touch me. I'm with you." Then the king turned to the captain. "Captain Shoaib, now tell me what this trouble is." The captain said seriously, his head bowed, "Since this blue light is dangerous, and I'm afraid it's related to royal blood." "Does royal blood mean princess? Why did I become one?" "Sir, it is written in the royal family's history that the ocean used to choose royal blood from many of your previous generations. This light seems to be a link to it, and I feel that the princess has that same azure light within her, and now the ocean is calling out to her." Mina said softly, "But how can I choose myself? I'm always scared. I'm even afraid of the wind. How can I find strength now?" The king held her face. "Don't worry, my child." His look in his eyes was like fear, not fear, but secrets. "Perhaps your bravery is truly manifest today." Then he looked at the captain and issued the same royal order laced with love. "I recommend you, cadre. Take her to the shore. Find out the secret of this blue light, and don't leave her unguarded." The captain placed his sword on his chest. "My life is at stake, sir. It's my responsibility to protect the princess." "You're carefree," he said immediately. "But Amma John, the winds are very strong there. I'm scared." The king laughed. He kissed her forehead and said, "My darling, sometimes a strong wind reveals a person's true strength. You are not alone." Hina slowly moved forward. The king glanced at them both. "May Allah protect you both. Go and uncover the secret of Shamsabad." And so Princess Hina Mehak, accompanied by Captain Shoaib al-Hassan, descended the palace stairs towards the secret of the blue light. As they approached the shore, the wind grew so strong that Hina's steps faltered. Sand particles flew into her eyes. "Captain, this ocean is opening up to swallow me." "Princess, don't lower your gaze. The ocean frightens those who fear it." As they reached the water's edge, a blue light rose from the center of the ocean like a towering, majestic pillar. The waves were no longer just waves. They writhed like water snakes, and their noise held a strange call, as if a long-lost friend was calling. Suddenly, a huge wave of water rushed toward them. Captain Shoaib came before Hina with lightning speed and struck the wave with his sword. But water was water. "A sword wouldn't do it, Princess. This is a battle of the soul. You must step forward." Hina's heart was pounding, so hard that she felt it would break her ribs. "What should I do if I do something wrong?" "Feel the light within you that is the mother of this storm. Feel the strength, not your fear." Hina put her trembling hands on her chest. She closed her eyes. She remembered the kitchen utensils falling. She remembered the leaves falling from the trees.
She was afraid of every little thing, but then she remembered her father's voice. "It is the occasional strong wind that shows a person his strength." Hina took a deep breath. She didn't suppress her fear, but made it her strength. As soon as she opened her eyes, her pupils had turned a deep blue. She stepped out from behind the captain and stood right in front of the waves. The voice of "Stop" was not a shiver, but a rage that had perhaps been dormant in her blood for centuries. A mid-moon white and blue light emerged from her hands and struck directly at the raging sea pillar. That terrifying growl turned into a gentle hum. Hina felt as if the ocean was missing its queen. "You've come, now I'm at peace. I'm here. Don't make any noise now, it's disturbing my sleep." And in an instant, the dangerous blue light sank back to the bottom of the ocean, and the soothing reflection of moonlight floated on the water. Captain Shoaib-ul-Hassan, who hadn't been afraid of anything in his entire life, sheathed his sword in surprise. "I've never seen the ocean kneel before anyone except you." He looked at his wet turban and then at the captain. "Captain Shoaib, my sandalwood is caked in the soil and my hair is ruined. I have to go to the palace now." A unique smile appeared on Shoaib's pensive face. "Princess," he understood, "being brave doesn't mean changing, but rather taking action despite fear." Upon reaching the palace, a cat meowed, and Hina leapt up again, and Captain Shoaib-ul-Hassan couldn't contain his laughter. The kingdom was saved. The secret was revealed, and the people of Shamsabad learned that their delicate princess was actually a silent force that could stem the storms. After some time, the weather in Shamsabad had changed. The winds no longer frightened, but instead seemed pleasant. But King Suleiman-ul-Rashid still held a worry. He knew that Hina Mehak was no longer just a delicate princess, but possessed a power that could be evaded by the evil eye of the world. The court was decorated. The king summoned Captain Shoaib-ul-Hassan to the full gathering. King Suleiman placed his hand on Shoaib's shoulder and announced to the entire kingdom, "Many are brave, many are rich, and many are wise, but my daughter is a storm. And to handle the storm, I need a shore, not a wall. I can trust no one in the entire world to protect my daughter except the captain." Evening is falling. The entire palace is decorated with thousands of kumkums and white flowers. The cool sea breeze is wafting the curtains. Hina Mehak walks slowly in a heavy scarlet and golden Russian dress. Praise. Music. "Oh God, why is this lehenga so heavy? If I fall, the entire kingdom will laugh at me." Qazi Sahib ordered the obeisance. As soon as the words "obeisanced," fireworks erupted in the sky. Without the sound of a cracker, Mehak jumped up and immediately closed her eyes. The guests smiled, but Captain Shoaib-ul-Hassan held her trembling hand. "These are the colors of happiness, Princess. If any spark comes your way, it will have to pass through me first." King Suleiman placed Hina Mehak's hand in Captain Shoaib-ul-Hassan's. "It's a flower that wilts in the slightest sunlight and cowers in the slightest breeze. Yes, shelter.
as long as my heart keeps beating. Every terror that comes toward Hana will first collide with my shield. A butterfly flies out of the palace gates. It flew. Hina, stunned by the scent, stepped back. Oh, what was that? Shoaib laughed. It's just a butterfly, Hina. Let's begin the journey of life. Hina rested her head against his arm, and the two became a beautiful scene against the backdrop of the ocean and the palace. And so they lived happily ever after, with a little fear.